So welcome to week one. Every week I'll try to do an introduction and a closing, just a real short video to kind of give you a heads up about what we're doing this week and then help you get prepared for next week. So this is week one. We do have our student introductions, and we will have a syllabus quiz that I don't have posted just yet, but I will. And for every chapter, we'll have a Learn Smart, and you may see it called Smart Book. But basically, this is just kind of an overview of the chapter, and then you answer some questions at the end. Every chapter, I do a video lecture, so I'll have those posted soon. You have homework assignments and a quiz. And then we're doing 2 chapters this week, so you've got chapter 1 and chapter 2. And then, like I said, we'll have our wrap up. So in this week, in chapter 1, we get an introduction to accounting and financial reporting for government and not-for-profit entities. And it's really, I'm a fan, and I am convinced that reading the chapter and outlining the chapter is very important in the learning process. So again, highly, highly recommend and expect you to read the chapter, to look at the illustrations in the chapter. Those are very important. And chapter 1 is super short. You have some multiple choice questions for your homework and some matching. We're just getting used to some terminology right now. So we're learning what is a fund, what is a GASB, how are the different entities classified. So like a university, the Department of Defense, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So just getting used to some of the terminology that we'll be using throughout the book. Then in chapter 2, we get into the principles of accounting and financial reporting for state and local governments. So we're starting to really focus in on state and local and talk about how things are measured, talk about what they do, and look at some government-wide financial statements and look at different types of funds. It's really important, these general terminology, what is a proprietary fund, and understanding what we mean when we say fund accounting. Not fun accounting, fund accounting. And so, again, just making sure you get that. And then on page 39, Appendix A, you have an illustration of financial statements from the city and county of Denver, Colorado. So look through that. You'll see you've got assets, just like you do in what we learned in financial accounting. And you've got liabilities, and then you've got this thing called total net position. And so it's different than what we've done before, but there are some similarities. So become familiar with kind of the way that looks. I had someone one time say, they gave me financial statements and I couldn't even find equity on there. And so it is different. It's a little bit harder to read. I was talking with someone this couple weeks ago who they actually work in tribal accounting, and they had hired someone from a corporate environment, and they didn't understand the funds, and they didn't understand the way things work together. So you really need to know how to read these financial statements, and when you look at them, say, oh, okay, I understand what this all means. So glance through those. For the city of Denver, I know there's quite a bit there, but we will reference that periodically throughout the semester. And then Appendix B has some terminology for you. And then again, we've got some questions. So not a lot of homework. It's not completely overwhelming for chapters 1 and 2, since we did have 2 chapters this week. But we'll jump in chapter 3, and then we'll be getting started on our citywide practice set real soon. So get ready for that.